pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome along here. That's it. Be loud and proud. You can clap if you want to, sir. Don't feel embarrassed. We're not shy here. We don't mind if you don't clap. But we do like it when you do. Welcome along here to the Matthew Flinders Hotel. It is Hawthorn night. We've got two champions here from the Hawthorn Football Club. I won't muck around. I will get them out here straight away. I just do want to let you know this is the only live and interactive footy panel show going around in Australia. I know it might sound like I'm talking really fast. I'm not. I'm not talking too fast. I'm just going to slow it down a pace. Yeah, there you go. There's some pretty serious footy panel shows out there. Guess what, guys? This ain't one of them, all right? So just enjoy yourselves. Have a good time. I will now bring out the players and we'll have some fun with them, all right? Our first panellist, he's played a total of 93 games and kicked 51 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2011. He wears the number...
26.
No, 3 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Tom Mitchell.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty
Tommy.
Horse. We love
That was
our
nice.
club and we play to win.
Hawthorn supporters can't even get his number right. I like that. Well done. Let's not muck around, as I said. Tom, welcome to the show, mate. Nice to have you, brother.
Thanks for having me again.
Very nice to have you here. Feel free to open up your water and get into it. Our second panellist, he's played a total of 168 games and he's kicked 60 goals in his career. He made his AFL debut in 2009. He wears the number 26 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Liam Shields.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn.
Hey, mate.
We're the mighty fight.
Pull up a seat.
We love our club and we play to win.
There you go. No, we're not going to give you the whole song. That'll do. Nice to have you here, boys. Very, very nice to have you. Liam, welcome to your first That's Good for Footy panel show.
Beautiful, good
Feeling
to be here.
nervous?
I'm a little bit nervous, yeah.
No, you're amongst friends here. Seriously, you are. What I wanted to say is nice to have you both here, obviously. It's great that you guys are going so well. You're sitting fourth on the ladder. You've had 4 wins. We'll go through a little bit of that stuff later. But just welcome to the show now. Let's find out a little bit about you for these lovely folk here tonight. We're going to do it with a segment that we like to call Who Are You? Liam's going, what is going on? You didn't tell me that it was like this, Tom. You could have dropped me off in the car park on the way. Hey, this is how it goes, boys. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. It doesn't matter. You can go in any particular order. And just be honest. See how you go with it. What's your favourite song of all time?
Horses.
Horses by Daryl Braithwaite. Okay.
Jeez, after Tommy said that, I think he stole my favourite song. That's probably Horses as well, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, it does get played a lot at the Hawthorn Football Club too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we played it flat out for about 4 years, I reckon.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to miss the words to that one. Guys, who did you barrack for growing up?
I was a Carlton supporter.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was a Collingwood supporter.
Wow. There you go. Carlton because of Dad, I get that. What song or thing gets you pumped?
Before a game, or
Anytime. A game will do.
I like listening to Drake. I saw him in concert last year as well, so I like a bit of Drake.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I just normally listen to Ben Stratton's music before the game. He's got it on the speakers. Doesn't have a lot of words in it, but gets you pretty pumped up. So I normally just go with that.
Excellent. What's your favourite TV show at present? What are you watching? Doing any binging?
I'm watching a TV series called Power at the moment, but if we're talking TV series, I like Geordie Shore.
Oh, yeah.
So,
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I like Geordie Shore.
Okay, interesting. Tom?
Designated Survivor. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know. Most of you guys probably haven't heard of it, but yeah, it's worth a watch.
Okay, doing a bit of binge. You've done some binge watching of it?
Oh, yeah, watched everything on Netflix. Yeah.
Right. It's a bloody good thing, isn't it? Hey, what would you have done if you didn't play footy?
Play basketball, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. And were you proficient at that?
I tried my hardest, but I was probably a bit of a hack.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Liam?
I probably would have been a chippy or a landscape gardener.
Okay.
So, yeah, myself and Ruff did that in my first couple of years and got halfway through it and decided this is way too hard. So we stopped doing that. And, yeah, so I'm pretty lucky.
Thank God footy came along. Yeah, good on you. Hey, outside of AFL, what's your favourite sport?
I'd probably say basketball again. I love the NBA and follow the league pretty closely. So I've been watching the playoffs at the moment and Saw the Cavs had a good win again today. LeBron got another win, so I'd like to follow that pretty closely.
There's a reason they call him the king. Yeah, he's bloody awesome. He is so good to watch. Sorry, Liam, you?
Soccer for me. So
Okay.
grew up playing soccer. So
Right.
it's pretty hard to follow with the time difference over in England. And
Yep.
But I always try to watch a bit of soccer.
Okay, and who's your team in the EPL?
I was a Leeds United fan when Harry Kewell used
Okay.
to play there, but Manchester United now.
Great. All right, mate. Hey, what do you like to do to relax and unwind when you're not playing footy and you're not at training?
I've recently got a new dog, a golden retriever.
Yeah.
So it's 6 months today, actually. So I've just been
Oh, nice.
spending a fair bit of time with the dog and teaching it a few tricks and stuff. So
Yeah, male, female, and name.
yeah, called Nala. So I got it off the Lion King, Nala.
Cool.
So,
now you can go, oh.
Yeah, no, it's good fun.
Nice, though. Yeah, good. All right. Liam?
I'll spend a lot of time on the golf course. So,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a few of us down at Hawthorn that like to play golf. So, normally on the day off, we try to get out on the course and
Okay.
spend 4 or 5 hours out there just having a hit.
What's your handicap? Can I ask?
Yeah.
It's like asking a lady's age. You normally don't.
15.
15.
So, yeah.
All right. Okay. From the club, who would you want to have the ball to win the game with a kick after the siren?
I'm going to go with Cyril.
Cyril.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he has done that once, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's got a bit of a track record there.
Yeah, I'd back him in.
Yep. What about you, Liam?
I'd go with Sean Burgoyne.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't normally miss under pressure.
Yeah.
So,
You've
but we're lucky we've got a few good ones down
Haven't
there.
you? Yeah, I was about to allude to that, but I'll bring that up later in a couple of segments. Who's been your biggest influence in your life to date? Without getting too D&M, but...
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's
go
hard to
Gandhi or
single
anything.
one out, but probably my parents,
Yep.
brother, sister. I'll just say my parents, I think.
Okay. Okay.
What do you reckon? Have they done a good job of raising me or not?
I reckon they have.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon you're a trooper, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Liam?
I'd probably say the parents as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they'd be a bit disappointed if I didn't.
Yeah. Who's been the biggest... well, actually, let's go with this. Who was your hero or idol? Did you have one growing up, or do you have one now?
Yeah, my footy idol has always been Gary Ablett Jr.
Okay.
And still probably to this day. I just love the way he goes about it.
Yep, good.
Nathan Buckley, yeah, because I was a Collingwood supporter.
Collingwood man.
I was a big fan of the way he went about it.
Yeah.
And also Damien Munkhorst was my second favourite player when he was at Collingwood, and he's a ruck coach down at Hawthorn now,
Yeah.
so get to see him a fair bit.
I was going to say, did you, when he first turned up, did you allude to that fact?
Yeah, I thought she's put on a bit of weight and looks a bit different. But I did tell him.
That's not how I remember you. Yeah, all right. What is the one thing that you want to achieve in life? These questions seem a bit deep, but...
In life, well, not sure about life, but I know what I want to achieve in footy. That'd be to win a premiership, which Park's been lucky enough to win a couple of them, or 3 of them. So that'd probably be my footy goal.
Good. Yeah, I like it. Excellent. Liam?
It was to win a premiership,
Okay.
and as Tommy said, I've been lucky enough to win 3. So
That's gold, mate.
I haven't really thought about anything else other than footy.
Yeah.
Win another one.
Win
And you
another
know
one,
what?
yeah,
You
but-
don't have to.
but
That's
yeah.
perfect. No, well done. Do you have a skill or hidden talent? Can you, or do you play a musical instrument?
Not very musical. Played the triangle because in year 7 it was compulsory to do an instrument.
Yeah.
So I just sat at the back and dinged away at a triangle.
Yeah.
But
Comes in at about every third bar. You just had to be, your timing was
I
everything.
don't know what a bar is, but I was just hitting it every now and then.
One of those is down the back of the room. We'll probably visit it later. What about you, Liam?
Yeah, not much of a. I haven't got a musical bone in my body, to be honest.
Okay.
Try to get on the dance floor every now and again and whip out a few moves, but that's normally after
A few
about
beers.
10 beers. So,
I get you. Because that actually leads into the next question. Do you think you can sing or dance?
He can. I've seen it.
Which would it be, sing or dance?
I think I can, but I definitely can't.
And we're not going to do it now. Thanks for the question, though, Damien. Hey, what's your favourite movie of all time, and how many times have you seen it?
Mine would be Batman, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The one with the Joker in it.
Yeah, but look,
Probably seen it, I reckon, 10 times.
the Heath Ledger
Heath
one.
Ledger one,
yeah,
yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, a very good movie.
Shawshank Redemption for mine, and watched it a fair few times. The
Yeah.
Greatest Showman's not bad as well. Just
Okay, yeah.
watched that a couple of times. It's been out recently.
Yep, nice. All right. Okay, let's get into a little bit of the club stuff. Who thinks they are the most intellectual at the club?
Will Langford.
You're very quick with that, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, I second that, he says. Who is tight with their money at the club?
Pup.
That's a lie. Paul Pioplo.
Yeah.
He split the Eastlink bill once. So, yeah, we had to, I think we were training down at Frankston and he had a couple of passengers in the car and he asked them for a couple of bucks for the Eastlink tag.
That's gold. All right. Who was the worst dresser at the club?
Tommy.
Me? Nah, probably Will Langford again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He shops at the op shop Langers. Thinks it looks pretty cool, but yes.
Just not with it. Yeah. All right. Who spends the most time in front of the mirror at the club now that Josh Gibson's gone? No. Who spends the most amount of time in front of the mirror at the club?
Well, I live with Jager.
Oh,
And
wow.
we've got about 3 mirrors planted around the house just for him. He doesn't have a hair out of place ever, so it's probably him.
He knows where they all are. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Ryan Burton's probably not far behind, but yeah, it'd be Jags to start.
They have beautiful hair too, don't they? All right. Who's your favourite sports person anywhere in the world currently?
LeBron James.
Beautiful.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Oh, yeah. Awesome. What one achievement are you most proud of?
It's a tough one. I'm trying to think of something that's different to footy. I completed year 12 and got the ATAR that I wanted to get, so
Oh,
I'd
good.
probably say that. So.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Yep.
Probably the first game for Hawthorn sticks in mind.
Cool.
Other than the premierships, it's probably something that you always remember.
Yeah.
Johnny Platten presented with my first
Oh,
game
nice.
jumper, so yeah, it was good. Had the parents over. It was in Adelaide, and yeah, it's a day that I'll never forget.
Great. Excellent. Love it. Thanks for sharing. Who's the biggest pest at the club?
Poppy.
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy.
And he wouldn't be, he wouldn't have lost that status, I assume, now that he's injured at the moment.
Probably made him worse. Got more time on his hands.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Who has been the biggest, or what has been the biggest and best win you've ever been involved in? It doesn't have to be a GF either. But
At Hawthorn, I would probably say last year we beat Adelaide and we were underdogs. I think we were paying like
good was
$6
that?
or $8 to win, and no one tipped us. And an away game against 50,000 supporters, and we won. That was pretty special.
very
Yeah, that was
nice.
a good win.
Yeah.
Probably prelim final 2015, I think it was. We were down by 23 points against Geelong and end up winning. And Sean Burgoyne kicked 2 or 3 goals in the last quarter. So, that was probably the most memorable.
That's good. I know it always, every time I ask that, the fans get so excited by the answer because they can go there in their memory bank too. So thank you for sharing that. Which team has the most feral supporters?
Collingwood.
Oh, okay.
Port Adelaide.
I say it every week, but this is now show number 8, and each player that's been on, apart from you just then, Tom, and you're not the odd one out, has always said Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
They are
they're
very feral.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There you go. Sorry, I forgot to mention that too, Liam. You'll hear that occasionally. What's the one thing you can't live without?
Must be your phone, wouldn't it? Surely.
Phone, yeah, that'd be up there. I should say her. She won't be happy about that. I don't know.
What do
It's
you
a tough
reckon,
one.
Liam?
For Tom, it'd definitely be his phone.
Definitely his phone?
Yeah, he cops a bit of slack at the club. He's on his phone a fair bit, so the boys get stuck into him.
He always responds very nice and quickly to me, so I like that. Very good. Did you have an answer though? Was there anything for you?
I
you
think
can't live
someone
with that?
said misses, so that'd
You'll
probably
go with that?
Yeah,
Just to be on the safe side?
She keeps me.
I get you. Hey, how did you feel after your first game of AFL?
Good.
Yeah? Good
No,
answer.
It was a night game against Essendon. Remember it pretty fondly, and we won and played not too bad. Came on as a sub and had an impact, but yeah, it was good. Good
Good on
day.
you, mate. Excellent.
Yeah, we didn't win. I didn't win my first game. We, as I touched on before, it was Adelaide over there at Amy, and we lost by I think 50 points. And I tagged Andrew McLeod, so got thrown into the deep end early on. And it was a tough day.
Yeah.
Other than before the game was good, a good thrill to get your jumper and stuff. But after the game, it was pretty depressing.
Not quite, yeah. Hey, where have you ever had your best holiday?
Last year went to Europe. That was pretty cool. So I went to the Greek islands, Croatia, Italy, and then all of us finished at Oktoberfest in Germany together. So there's about 15 of us.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How was that? How long were you there for?
I think we were there 3 days. Yeah,
I like
we
that.
all got our costumes and kitted
Yeah.
up. It was good fun.
Fantastic. Whenever you start a sentence at Oktoberfest with the words "I think,"
I don't know what happened there.
good. What about you, Lam?
I love New York. Been lucky enough to be there 2 or 3 times, and just it never gets old. Just love it.
Good on you. Love it. Hey, what's your most favourite meal?
Lasagna, I ate it before every game, the night before.
Okay. Yeah, right. Carb load?
Yeah, spaghetti bolognese.
Yep.
And fish and chips is probably my favourite.
Yep.
Don't get to eat it off too often.
Yeah, that's one of the points that I like to ask that question is because there are things that you love to eat, but you're not always allowed to because of the strict regime that you're under. Who's been the best ever player that you've seen play? I think you did allude to it before.
Gary Ablett Jr.
Jr.
from mine, yeah.
Yep.
Sean Burgoyne.
Sean Boygan. Yeah,
I've got a bit of a crush on him, I know.
Excellent. Very daydreamy. Last question here, boys. Which current rule annoys you the most?
The hand in the back sometimes annoys me, like when it's really soft and not much in it.
Yep.
But
No, that's
I
fine.
don't make the rules, so.
But it is annoying, and I get you.
I'd go incorrect disposal.
Yeah.
I know Clarko's been on about it lately. I seem to. Obviously, my game is a lot of tackling, so just rewarding the tackler a little bit. I think they're trying to get the game to flow on, and they're not rewarding the tackler as much as they could be.
Good. Great answers. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the boys giving us Who Are You? Can you please put your hands together for them? Thanks, guys. Very nice of you to do that. It's just a way to sort of ease you into what the show's all about, and then the fans get to know a little bit about you, and they feel comfortable as well. What we're going to do, it is a footy panel show. We're going to talk footy tips. You'll laugh at this, Liam, because it's not what you think it's going to be. But it's just going to be talking about which is coming up this week. It's round 7. Let's lead it in, Sam. The Hawks, round 7, boys. We're going to lead it off on Friday night. It's Friday, May the 4th be with you. It's Geelong versus GWS at GMA HBA Stadium. There's a lot of letters in that one. 7:50 p.m. Let's hear the Geelong song. Thank you very much. Let's go straight to the GWS one. And that'll do. All right. What do you think, boys? What's your tips here? Tips or thoughts?
Well, I saw the Giants have a few injuries. I think Jeremy Cameron's been ruled out. Toby Green's obviously one of their good players. Josh Kelly's still not playing. And I think Geelong might respond after last week's loss against Sydney, so I'll pick Geelong.
Okay, good. Liam?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Geelong as well. I think they'll respond after losing to Sydney last week. Obviously, at their home ground, they don't lose there too often, so I think they'll respond and get the win over the Giants.
You would think it might be a bit rare that they would lose 2 home games, wouldn't you? You know, under the current circumstances, I think they probably the kick up the bum that they needed.
Yeah,
you know,
is
which happened
Ablett
for them
back?
last week?
Need a chance,
He should be back. Yeah. Now we'll go straight to Saturday, the 5th of May. This is Bulldogs versus Gold Coast at Metricon Stadium, 1:45 p.m. It's the Bulldogs up against Gold Coast. There we go. All right, boys. As I said, Metricon Stadium, Saturday afternoon, 1:45 p.m. Bulldogs versus Gold Coast. What are your thoughts or tips?
I'll tip Bulldogs.
Yep.
The Gold Coast struggling a little bit. I'd go with the Doggies.
Doggies, yep. Nice to see them get across the line. It would be good. We're going to jump this game. We'll go straight to the next one. This is at Perth Stadium, or known as Optus Stadium, 2:35 p.m. It's West Coast versus Port. Let's hear the West Coast song. Thank you very much. Go straight to Port. And thank you there, Sam. Same again, boys. Tips, thoughts? Port versus
this
West
looks like probably one of the tougher games of the round to pick. Both teams are in the top 8 and playing pretty good footy. West Coast obviously at home, but is Paddy Ryder back playing yet?
Not from what I understand. I think he's still about another week off.
I'll go West Coast then.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually watched West Coast play last week in the Derby, and I thought they were pretty impressive. So I reckon they'll get the points over Port. It
looked like it was a really good game last week, the West Coast versus Fremantle game. From your perspective,
yeah, well, I reckon Freo's going all right.
Yeah.
So to get the win over them was pretty impressive, and they've blooded a few new youngsters. They've got a good spread of midfielders contributing now, so I think they're going to be a pretty decent side. And
great. Good answer, thanks, mate. Let's go to Adelaide Oval, 7:10 p.m. The Fortress, Adelaide versus Carlton. Good luck, Carlton. Let's hear Adelaide.
We're the pride of South.
Thank you, Sam. I know you'd like to play that longer, but you're not going to. This is up against Carlton. That'll do there. Thank you very much, Sam. Carlton 0-6. We're not going to go on about that. Circumstance is they want to improve. They're doing everything they can. We've heard all the cliches and stories that are going on. Let's just do a tip on it, though, boys. What do you think?
I think Adelaide will win, yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone would be tipping Adelaide, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Although it wouldn't be bad just to throw a little slight wedgie on Carlton just to see if they did get up. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Would be.
There is a lot of injuries with Adelaide at the moment, and obviously there's a lot of speculation around hamstrings, whether they've been doing something in their lead up to the season, in the pre-season. But there is, seven players out at the moment, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
sort of
Normally
injury.
when that happens, it is something to do with the preparation. If it's across 7 or 8 blokes, it's not normally bad luck. So
No.
it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to the SCG, 7:25 p.m. This is Sydney versus North Melbourne. Let's hear Sydney.
Cheer, cheer.
That'll do. Thank you. Straight to North, Sam. All right, there we go. SCG, you'd think Sydney, they're flying along at the moment. Obviously, as we alluded to before, they had a great game against the Cats down at GMA HBA. What are your thoughts here there?
Yeah, they obviously had a great win on the weekend against Geelong, but I think Bud and Dan Hanbury are still out. We actually played North a couple of weeks ago, and they were pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I think it might be closer than people think. Might tip North, upset.
Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
I think North normally have a pretty good record against Sydney as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
I want to go with Sydney, but yeah, I reckon that'll be a good game to tune into, that one.
Yeah, a lot closer than people think. Can I ask you, Tom, just while we're talking about Sydney, this is a Hawthorn show, but you did play with Sydney. They've got a great culture up there. Did you feel that when you were playing with them? Like was that circumstance?
Yeah, they were obviously a club that was sort of built on teamwork and contested ball, and very similar to Hawthorn. I think I'm loving being at Hawthorn and see similar traits between both clubs.
Yeah. Sorry to throw that question just at you, but because we don't do any interstate teams on these shows, it is intriguing to me, and I just thought, whilst I've got you here, I'll just throw that one at you. Sorry to throw you under the bus there like that. Sunday, 6th of May, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to this game. It's at the MCG, 1:10 p.m. It's Richmond versus Fremantle. Let's hear Richmond. And we'll leave that one there. We've heard that a lot this year, and we'll probably hear it a lot more. Let's go straight to Freo. Thanks, mate. Tips and thoughts here, boys. Richmond, Freo.
Yeah, Richmond's obviously taken off where they left off last year, obviously winning the premiership and being on top of the ladder. So they love playing the MCG. They play their best footy there, so I think they'll win.
Yep, okay, great.
Fremantle's going all right, but I'm going to go with Richmond as well. They're the best side in the competition by a fair bit at the minute, so I can't see them letting a game like this slip.
Yep, understood. Thank you very much. Etihad Stadium, 3:20 p.m, Sunday afternoon still. It's St Kilda versus Melbourne. Let's hear Saints.
Oh, when the Saints.
And thank you, Sam. We'll go straight to the D's.
It's a grand old flag.
Ready? Thank you. 3:20 p.m, Etihad Stadium. These two teams, Melbourne, obviously they've got up against Essendon last week. St Kilda, unfortunately, they just haven't been having probably the winning formula that they would like to have. I know they've come into the season thinking they could play a lot better football, but they just haven't. So it's probably an easy tip for you boys, but who knows?
I'll tip Melbourne.
Okay, there we go.
I reckon St Kilda might get up in an upset. They've had the heat put on them from all different angles this week, media inside the club, so I reckon they might respond. And if it was at the G, I would have tipped Melbourne, but it's at Etihad, so I think St Kilda might get the win there.
Interesting, I like it. Excellent. All right, let's go to this one. This is at the Gabba, 4:40 p.m, Sunday afternoon. It's Brisbane versus Collingwood. Let's hear Brisbane.
We are the pride of.
Thank you, Sam. It's straight to the Pies. And that'll do there. All right, boys, up at the Gabba. What do you reckon?
I think Collingwood will win. I think, they're actually haven't started the season off too bad, and obviously Brisbane, I don't think they've won yet, so they're struggling a little bit, but I think Collingwood will win.
Yep, okay, good.
I'm going to go with Collingwood as well.
Too easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. We'll go back to this game now, ladies and gentlemen. This game is proudly brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. We're going to get the big picture on this game. It is at the MCG, 2:10 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. 2:10 p.m, it's like classic football style, isn't it? Essendon versus Hawthorn. Oh, line in the sand stuff. Let's hear the Essendon song. That'll do. Let's go straight to the Hawthorn one.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn.
You can join in, anyone. Feel free.
We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn. Come on, may you find us
Excited bunch. Gonna like that.
Teamwork is the thing that talks.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I'll let you go. That'll do. All right. Boys, I want to discuss your last game, then we'll move on and talk about what's going to be coming up. You went down to Tassie, played at York Park, which is obviously now University of Tasmania Stadium. 35-point winners. Is there something going on with you, or is it just bloody good football? 45 disposals again, mate. This is just unbelievable. Please, put your hands together. It's fantastic football, mate. Are you finding that footy's just falling into place for you? Is there an explanation you'd like to give as to why things are happening for you the way they are, that nobody else might be familiar with?
Yeah, I think there's a number of things. I think guys like Pup and Jager and Isaac Smith and Ben McAvoy is having another great season. I think it's a collective effort that, I'm obviously giving a bit of recognition here, but I think as a collective, as a midfield group, we've really taken our stuff to another level as compared to last year and improved our work as a group around clearances and team clearances. So it's probably a combination of all those things.
That's a great answer. Seriously, you'd be happy with that as a Hawthorn supporter. It's really impressive, mate. I'm loving watching you play football, and I'm loving the camaraderie that's coming from and the synergy that's coming from all the people that you just mentioned there in the centre. Isaac Smith chimed in with a nice 4 goals. He was like, I don't know, he came dynamic pace. He was just running off the half-back line, running off the wing. 4 goals, great little attribution for that particular game. Any thoughts on what was going on with Isaac on the weekend?
Yeah, he was back to his best.
Yeah.
We seem to get St Kilda on the outside a little bit, so blokes like Izzy and Ricky Henderson really came into the game. But Isaac's had a fantastic season. I think he's played 5 or 6 fantastic games. He's kicked goals in each game, so we know when he's kicking goals on the run, that's when he's playing his best footy. So, it was good to watch last week.
Yeah, and they're not short kicks. We're talking outside 50s too, you know. So it was just brilliant. But as we alluded to before, you've got some great goal kickers within the Hawthorn team. And I talk about players like Bruce and Gunson, who both chimed in with 3 each on the weekend. Yeah, Bruce. So that's awesome to know that you've got what's working in the centre line, what's working within the midfield, and then what you've got down in forward line. I was saying it before. I put up a post and I said, you've had four wins from, and you're sitting 4th on the ladder. Hawthorn are sitting in a really good position. You know, I'm quite impressed with that because I don't mean it to sound facetious, but my point being is that you're probably a little bit underrated for where everyone thinks you should be. And you've come out and you've said, no, we're bloody good, don't worry about that. Is that how it feels for you guys? No, it would, because you're inside your 4 walls, you'd say that, but...
Yeah, we feel like as a side we've got a lot of improvement in us, and we think that probably started from our second half of last season. So we started to play the type of footy that we want to play and have carried that into this season. But at the same time, I think we've gone win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. So we've been a little bit inconsistent in some areas. So I think we've got a bit of improvement to do, but that's what's exciting about what's to come.
Absolutely. I love that thought. Can you tell me this? What did you actually take from the game, like last weekend, for you watching it? What was your thoughts that you took from it last week?
Obviously, probably a couple of weeks ago, we didn't get off to a great start against North Melbourne. We were down by 50 points at half-time, so it's tough to win a game from there. So going into the St Kilda game, sitting on the couch at home, I was just thinking, geez, I hope the boys get off to a good start, and I knew it was a little bit of a focus going into the game. So we probably should have been 6 goals up at quarter time. A few of our goal kickers didn't kick straight on the night, which let the game go a little bit closer. And then the second and third quarters, supporters will probably agree, it was pretty hard to watch, but I thought the endeavour of the boys was really good. And then to pull away late in the last quarter when the game was in the balance there was pleasing.
Great, excellent. Thank you very much. Boys, I want to take you back. On this day, this very day back in 1992, Jason Dunstall was your full forward. There was a game against Richmond. He kicked 17 goals, 5. How amazing is that? That's on this day back in 1992. Boys, can you allude to the fact now, last part of what I want to talk about is the ins and outs. We know that Rioli and Puopolo are out. Who's coming back into the team for your next game coming up against the Bombers? Is there anything you can allude to there?
James Sisley back from suspension, so he's a definite one, and
Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah.
hopefully
great.
Pup back as well. So
That's kind of what I was hitting that over.
Yeah, I'll get through training tomorrow and I'll put my hand up to play.
Good on you, mate. Excellent. Wonderful. One last thing I just wanted to ask, how confident are you feeling about coming up? The Bombers are probably not in the best of form. There's a lot of critics out there that are writing them off at the moment, only because of what expectations were, but Jesus, come on, it's only round 6, or we're going into round 7. How do you think you can beat them?
Well, they're not a team that we want to underestimate. They're the type of team that gets themselves up for a big game, and obviously the history between Hawthorn and Essendon is pretty big.
Well documented.
So yeah, we still rate them as a side, and they still have some key tall players: Danaher, Hurley, Hooker, and a strong midfield as well. So we can't go into the game taking it easy. We've got a lot of respect for them, and we're looking forward to the game.
Excellent. Anything you want to add, Liam?
Similar to what I said about St Kilda before, they've copped a fair bit of heat from the media this week, so no doubt they're going to come out pretty fired up. So I think, as I said before, the first quarter's crucial and getting off to a good start.
Yeah, good. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the boys giving their tips. That game was proudly brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. 6 great locations: South Nerang, Cheltenham, Fountain Gate, Hoppers Crossing, Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. Sorry to preempt that. Could you please put your hands together for the boys? Thanks, guys. Well done, guys. Really appreciate it. What we need now is we need 2 contestants to come up here. The individuals that we're looking for to play this is, we can actually have 2 kids here, but we don't have any kids, so we'll go for something close to. Who'd like to participate? Yep, come on, just put your hand up and come up and participate. Yep, both of you. Play husband and wife or against each other. You don't have to do much. In fact, you don't have to do anything. You just sit on the stools and we'll look after the rest. It's very simple. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to pass you, we'll get Liam to pass you over a paddle, and I'll get Tom to also pass you over a paddle. And what I'll do is I'll actually ask your name. Nicole. Nice to have you here, Nicole. And your name, sir? Grant, nice to have you here, Grant. I'm going to introduce the segment. I need you two to actually turn around and face that way. Only reason being is because when you watch this back on YouTube, you'll go, why didn't he tell us to turn around? All you can see is the back of my head. And I would hate for that to happen for you. So what we're going to be doing here is we've got a segment. I'm going to introduce it. It's called Playing to Win. So what's going to happen, Sandy's just going to spin the wheel around and give the boys a little bit of a sneak glimpse at what's available. Boys, these are the segments that you're going to be playing. You've got Australiana hit songs, grand final winners, countries, capitals, TV themes, Brownlow winners, that sort of thing. Sandy's going to give the wheel a spin, and whatever segment comes up, there are 7 categories on the wheel, and there are 10 questions per segment. All right. Once Sandy spins the wheel, one of you is going to go first. Who'd like to go first? Tom, well done. Fantastic. We love it when you volunteer. If you could give the wheel a spin, my dear. If I could get you to pick up your microphone, Tom, and we'll see what category you've got. What is it? Australiana. All right. Well, you know a bit of Australian culture and knowledge, wouldn't you, mate?
Right, a little bit.
Just say yes to that. Yeah. All right. We can remove that out of there for the time being. You've got 10 questions. So what's going to be happening here, Grant? You're going to be keeping score on behalf of Tom. Every time he gets one right, you've got that elaborate scoring paddle down the front. You just flip it over. Here we go with your first question, mate. What are the 3 colours on the Aboriginal flag?
Black, red and yellow.
There's 1 point. He's off to a flyer. How many stars are there on the Australian flag?
7.
6. Bad luck. How many states and territories are there in Australia?
7.
6 states, 2 territories. What Australian landmark is referred to as the coat hanger?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Used to play with them.
Sydney something. What? Sydney Harbour Bridge?
Yeah! Well done, mate. The coat hanger is also known as the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Good work. Hey, here we go. When the Australian and New Zealand troops landed on the shores of Gallipoli, what date do we commemorate this day on, and what is it called?
It's called Anzac Day, and it was last week, 25th of April.
Yes, well done. Beautiful. And for a bonus point, can you tell me what year they landed on the shores of Gallipoli?
I'm going to say
Just
19. I'm not sure if it was the First World War or Second World War. Was it 1918 or 1945? One of them two.
Oh, close. It was 1915. Doesn't matter. That's well done. Not too bad. All right. When did the first fleet arrive in Australia? Date and year.
1801. March 3.
No. It would be called Australia Day, 26th of January, 1788. Sorry, mate. No points there. What animals are on the Australian coat of arms?
Echidna?
No. No.
I got no idea.
No idea. It's an emu and a kangaroo.
Okay.
And the reason that they use an emu and a kangaroo, do you know why? Is because they don't take a step backwards. Because they can't walk backwards. What plant is the floral emblem of Australia?
Pop.
Eucalyptus leaf.
It's not bad. It's very close to that.
The bottle
Pass.
brush.
No, it's a wattle. No good. How's he going down there with a score, Grant? 3. His number. Oh, he's sticking with his number. I like it. All right. Kirribilli House is in which city?
Canberra?
No, Sydney. You obviously got out and about while you were playing footy there. Yeah. What was previously known as Van Diemen's Land?
I don't know if I trust
No good there either.
Victoria.
Anyone want to have a go? Very good, Tasmania it is. He finished up with a total score of his jumper, 3. All right. Well done, mate. Well done. That was all right. We actually don't do that for you. We do it to educate everybody in the room as well. So, no, well done, mate. Good stuff. All right, Liam. Liam's suggesting he wouldn't like a subject like that at all.
Sport, just sport for me.
Yeah, let's see if we can spin him up something about sport. What do we got? Countries and capitals. Oh.
Yeah,
I heard you say before that you've travelled a little bit, though, haven't you, mate?
a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
that much.
All right. Nicole, you're going to be keeping score here, so each time that Liam gets one right, you're going to be flipping it over. You guys are going to be playing for, as I alluded to before, we've got a new sponsor on this this year. They're the Cheesecake Shop. So I hope you like cake, because if you win, you're going to win a $40 voucher to go to the Cheesecake Shop. You like cake too, though, don't you, Grant? Yeah, all right. Well done, mate. Like it. All right. So you can either take, this is your choice, you can either do the capital of the country, or I give you the capital and you tell me the country. Which would you prefer? If I give you the country, you give me the capital, or I give you the capital, you give me the country.
You give me the capital, I'll give you the country.
All right. Oh, he's taking the easy option. I like it. All right. Name the capital. No, I'm giving you the capital. Name the country, and I'll give you the capital. So the capital is Beijing.
China.
Correct. The capital is Rome.
Italy.
Correct. The capital is New Delhi.
India.
Correct. The capital is Dublin.
Ireland.
Correct. The capital is Canberra.
Australia.
Correct. The capital is Moscow.
Russia.
Correct. The capital is Cairo.
Oh. Egypt.
Correct. The capital is Athens.
Greece.
The capital, correct. The capital is Tokyo.
Japan.
Correct. The capital is Madrid.
Spain.
Whoa! 10 out of 10. You champion. Hey, well done. Nicole, that means you're our winner. We've got vouchers in there for the Comics Lounge, all right, so you can go down there with Grant and have a good night out. There's Cheesecake Shop, and there's also our other sponsors, which is Funfields, so you can go there for a day out as well. So take everyone. You don't go empty-handed though, my friend. There's a stubby holder, a bumper sticker, and a key ring. Thanks, guys. Well done. Thanks for playing. Well done. Little bit of fun. Thanks, Tom. Liam, wow, 10 out of 10, mate. I probably should have not given you the opportunity to choose. I should have just gone, all right, countries, you're going to give me capital. But 10 out of 10, well done. Bloody awesome, love it. What we need now is we need two contestants to come up here and participate in a segment which is called Simply the Best. Who would like to do that? Oh, you're going to get vouchers. It's really simple. Come on up, Alyssa. Yep, and this lady here, beautiful. Come on up. All right. No, not too hard. Oh, shoot. Yeah, please take a seat. What we're going to be doing here, yeah, not too hard. Yeah, it's bloody hard. Can I get your names? Alyssa, I have yours, and? Sarah, nice to see you. All right, what's going to be happening here? We'll introduce the segment. This segment is actually called Simply the Best.
You're simply the best.
All right, what's going to be happening here is the boys are going to be keeping score, all right? You two are going to be playing. So Sandy's about to hand you a microphone, Sarah, and Alyssa, you've got one as well. You two need to obviously identify these questions. The first one that buzzes in with the correct answer, well, if it's correct, it'll be right. You'll get a point for it. So what we need to find out is if you could test your buzzers, please. Alyssa, can you test your buzzer with your name?
Alyssa.
Well done. And please, Sarah, if you could as well.
Sarah.
Well done. Your buzzers are working. That's great. All right. What we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be asking you a series of 12 questions. The first one that buzzes in with their name and correctly identifies the answer gets the point, and then you'll win the vouchers. The boys are going to be playing on your behalf and flipping over the paddles. So you've got the hard job here, boys. All right. Are you ready to go, guys?
Ready.
Yes, good. All right. Just make sure you got the buzzer right next to you. How many premierships has your club won? Alyssa.
14.
Incorrect. 13. Very close. Bad luck. What's that? We're not here to argue. It's just 13. Thank you. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final? Buzz in.
Sarah. 6.
Correct. Well done. Nice guess. Who is your team's captain? Alyssa.
Jared Rufford.
Who?
Jared Rufford.
That would be correct. Excellent. Who wears the number 7 at your club? Alyssa.
Big Boy McAvoy.
Big Boy McAvoy would be correct. How many members does your club currently have? Closest to within 1,000, I'll give you.
Sarah. 74.
No. Alyssa, do you want to have a go?
72,000.
No. I got 60,100. So, yeah. That was what I found out. But, it's my game, so I'll play it that way. All right. Hey, where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year? Where did your team finish on the ladder? Alyssa.
12th.
Oh, very good. Yes, you would be correct. I love it when you guess and you squint. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season? Come on, Sarah.
Not enough.
Yeah. You realise the boys are here, don't you? Yeah. Can we get an answer on that one from either of you? Or even a guess? Come on, you're not playing for cattle
7.
stations. You can have a go.
7.
No, you'd be wrong. It was 10. Thanks, though. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa.
2015.
Yes?
Fremantle.
No. Would you like to have a go, Sarah?
2015 West Coast.
Correct. Bad luck. Alyssa. Yes. Tom wears number 3 and it was West Coast. Congratulations, Sarah. How many points did you win that grand final by? Alyssa.
47.
46. So close. This is a 2-point question, so you can both come back here. 2 versus 3. Wow. Huge. All right, 2-point question. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2017 and how many goals did they kick? 2-point question. If you only get one, it's fine.
Sarah.
Alyssa?
Jared Rufford.
Yes. That's 1 point. And how many goals? Don't say 39.
40.
No, 38. Bad luck. Nice try, though. Who won the Norm Smith medal in the 2015 grand final?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Cyril Rioli.
Correct. Well done. All right, here is your last question. It's a 3-point question. Who was the last Hawthorn player to win a Brownlow? If you can give me his name, how many votes, and the year.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Shane Crawford.
Keep going.
1999.
And how many?
What's the other one?
How many votes?
21.
You're wrong on all 3 counts. Alyssa?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I heard it go round and round and then it just dropped.
It's in my brain.
Do you want to pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, we'll give it back to you then, Sarah. Go for it.
Sam Mitchell.
Yes. What year? We're pushing our luck now, are we?
Yeah, pushing the luck.
Yeah, all right. Sam Mitchell, 26 votes, 2012. How did we go? We'll give her 1 point for that. So 4 versus 4. All right, this is a tiebreaker. First one in. Whoever gets this wins. The tiebreaker is name 3 coaches over the last 20 years.
Oh, Sarah.
We'll give it to Alyssa.
Alistair Clarkson.
Yes.
Bolton.
Yes.
And Swab. Peter Swab.
Peter Schwab, correct. You've got it. Well done. You are our winner from the tiebreak. You are simply the best. Well done.
You're simply the best.
What a champion. Hey, Sarah, you don't go away empty-handed. That's for you, my dear. Thank you for participating. Alyssa, well done. Good on you, dear. Thanks for having a bit of fun with us. We like that. Not too bad at all. What we're going to do now, boys, we're going to go into one more quick little segment. We need 2 individuals to come up. You don't have to play anything here but turn over paddles, and you're going to get to win vouchers. Who's in? Ron, come on up, and the lady there. Wonderful. So we've got Ron. Wonderful. And what would your name be, madam? Susie. Nice to have you here. All right, what we're going to do, I'll introduce the segment. This segment is called Say My Name. All right, the way this one works, you boys are going to be playing this, all right? And you've been at the club a little while now, Tom, so I think you're going to feel comfortable with this. Liam, you've got no excuses at all. What's going to be happening here is I'm going to be asking you, well, I'm actually going to be giving you a player's number from current day list from your club. You've then got to give me their Christian name and their surname, all right? So I'll give you their number. You've got to give me their Christian name, Christmas. You've got to give me their Christian name and their surname. You've got 45 seconds on the clock to get as many right as you can. Yeah. Just yell it out into the microphone. All right? So you're going to be going... Would you like to go first, Liam?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
So it's just-
Liam's going to go first.
right.
So what's going to happen here, Susie, you're going to keep score.
good with
Each time he gets
you're
one
good with
right,
numbers,
you'll just flip over the paddle. Ron, when it's your turn, you'll do the same for Tom. So I'm going to call out the number. You've got 45 seconds to get as many of these as you can right. You're not participating in this. This is just Liam. You'll do it after he's finished. All right, here we go. Your first number starts now. Number 25.
Ryan Shellmakers.
Correct. Number 38.
James Warple.
Correct. Number 3.
Tom Mitchell.
Correct. Number 7.
Big Boy McAvoy. Ben
Correct.
McAvoy.
Number 35.
Harry Morrison.
Correct. Number 24.
Ben Stratton.
Correct. Number 8.
Taylor Dray.
Correct. Number 10.
Jager O'Meara.
Correct. Number 33.
Cyril Rioli.
Correct. Number 11.
Brendan Whitecross.
Correct. Number 28.
Paul Piopolo.
Correct. Number 13.
John O'Rourke.
Correct. Number 15.
Blake Hardwick.
Correct. Number 39.
Mitchell Lewis.
Correct. Number 37. You can pass.
Pass.
Wow. How'd you go? 14. Not bad, mate. Not bad, Liam. Is that like, whoa, geez. Were you freaking out a little bit? But you got it. 14's a good score, mate. Well done. Are you ready to play, Ron?
Yep.
Got to get Tom up here to play. Yeah. All right. How you feeling, mate? Feeling pumped about this?
Yeah, pretty pumped.
Yeah, good. We like pumps. All right, your first one is going to start with the number I call out, 45 seconds on the clock, and it starts now. Number 37.
Jackson Ross.
Correct. Number 17.
Daniel Howe.
Correct. Number 18.
John Segler.
Correct. Number 34.
Kurt Headley.
Correct. Number 21. Pass if you want. Kieran
Pass.
Lovell. Number 9.
Sean Burgoyne.
Correct. Number 22.
Luke Bruce.
Correct. Number 16.
Isaac Smith.
Correct. 23.
Tim O'Brien.
Correct. 6.
James Sisley.
Correct. 42.
Pass.
Pass. Tyre Miles. Number 4.
Jamin Impey.
Correct. Number 2.
Jade Ruffhead.
Correct. 36.
Pass.
Dylan Moore. Number 26.
Liam Shields.
Correct. Number 14.
Grant Birchall.
Correct. Number... How'd you go? 12. Wow. That was a good effort, man. You sure that was 12? Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. That was awesome, though. 14 versus 12. Susie, you're our winner. It's okay, Ron. You didn't win that one, but you participated, and that's all we can ask. You can go away with that. All right, stubby holder, bumper sticker and a key ring. And Susie, congratulations. Well done. That's all yours. They're all the vouchers. Thanks for participating. Well done. Lovely, guys. Is it what you expected? Nah, it's freaking me out, Dave. Well done, mate. Thanks for participating. We'll do a very quick segment here, and then we'll have a little bit of a halftime break where we'll get some photos over in front of the banner there with the players, and I might even sign a couple of things for you if you ask them nicely. What we're going to do, this segment, I'll introduce it. It's called What Can I Say? All right, what I'm going to do here, boys, I'm just going to ask you a series of questions. All you've got to do is give me a one-word answer, or you can finish the sentence, or you can talk about it in depth. It's completely up to you. There's no order. You just talk however you feel free. Your first one is, what are your thoughts on AFLX?
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Good fun.
Good fun, all right. Pre-season games are?
Irrelevant.
Good for fitness.
Good for fitness and irrelevant. Do you prefer the ball to be bounced or thrown up?
Bounced.
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 Bounced, all right. Should a Super Goal be in home and away games?
No.
No.
No, all right. Is the current length of an AFL game right or wrong?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right, okay. Should Tasmania have a team of their own?
No.
No.
No, wow. You can be different with your answers if you want, boys, but I like it. Thursday night footy is?
I like it.
Yeah, good. That's when you want to play, yeah.
Yeah, good for footy. We like
3 days
that.
off.
Your thoughts on a mid-season draft or trade period?
No good.
I'll say I like it.
Okay, all right. Hawthorn supporters are?
Great.
Fantastic. The best.
We do that just to get them excited. We love that. Would you like to see State of Origin return?
Yep.
Yep.
Great. Your thoughts on the Twilight Grand Final?
I think it's worth a shot. Like one every now and then to see how it goes.
Okay, yeah.
Traditionalist. I like
Okay.
the 210.
Good, good. Should staging be a finable or reportable offence?
Finable.
Yep. Fine.
Yep, finable. Do you like the score review?
I think it's important, but I think it takes a bit of time sometimes. But I think you'd rather get the correct result than not get the correct result. So yes, I like it.
Good answer.
Yeah, I like it, but they need to get a bit better technology so it's right every time.
Yeah, yeah. At the tennis, it's good because everyone goes, oh, you know. But here you go, come on, you know. So, yeah, I get it. All right. Being an AFL footballer is?
Challenging.
Challenging.
Yeah, good fun. Good
Good
job.
fun. Yep, good. Etihad roof, should it be open or closed?
Always closed.
Always closed. Yeah.
Always closed. Emphatic with that answer. A 50-metre penalty for infringing on the 10-metre rule is?
Confusing.
Okay. Yep.
Don't know. I don't know. I think they can be a bit harsh on it sometimes.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you very much. An AFL coach's job is?
Very, very hard.
Very, very
I
hard.
can see them going how crazy they go in the box. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, no, thank you. Your thoughts on Good Friday football?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep. All right. Do you like the round 23, the bye round?
No.
No. Okay. Playing for the Hawks is?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Privilege.
Privilege. Beautiful. What's better, mark or goal of the year?
Goal.
Mark.
Excellent. Hawks this year will finish at the end of the home and away season.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Top 4.
Top 4. Excellent. All right. So you win the crowd
A bit more
over.
optimistic than Tommy.
First.
Well done. When you see a poster or merchandise of yourself, what do you think?
Good looking.
I like that. Bit of confidence, swagger.
I don't see too many.
Oh, we got a nice one here for you, mate. It's a bloody beauty. Your next question, boys. Which team will finish with the wooden spoon in 2018?
Carlton.
Carlton?
Yep, the Blues.
Yeah,
pretty
Blues.
bad.
All right, okay. Who is your Brownlow tip for 2018?
Tom Mitchell.
Liam Shields.
Good odds. Get good odds at that, I reckon.
Great. What is your reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
No, it's a weird sort of feeling. I remember I used to have players' numbers on my back when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
it's a special feeling.
Great.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, pretty, as Tommy said, weird.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess a good feeling.
Very nice. Excellent. Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer.
Summer.
Winter, because footy's in winter.
Yeah. It's always a topical one, that one. Describe Melbourne traffic in one word.
Slow.
Yeah, shit house.
There you go. It's more of a sound than a word, isn't it? Yeah. If you had to choose between music or TV, which would it be?
Geordie Shore, TV.
Didn't I say that, Damo?
Music for me.
Music? Yeah, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them. Thank you very much, boys. That was What Can I Say? All right, what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to tell you, every Wednesday night we do these shows. They're live from venues all across Melbourne. We're lucky enough to have Live Eat Local, which is the ALH group, on board. They look after us by doing the shows out of their venues. Next Wednesday night, which is May the 9th, we're going to be doing a show at the Excelsior Hotel in Thomastown. We've got Carlton's Patrick Cripps and Jack Silvani on that show. We're already sitting on around about 96 tickets for that, so that's going to be a pretty big show for us because Carlton 0 and 6, we didn't think we'd get there. So we're pretty happy with that. May the 16th, again Wednesday night, we're heading to the Bridge Inn in Mernda. We've got Jack Rewalt and Jack Higgins on the show. That is actually already sold out, so I probably shouldn't be telling you that, but it's going to be a ripper show and we're looking forward to it. May the 23rd, we're heading to the Manhattan Hotel in Ringwood. We've got Collingwood's Brodie Grundy and Adam Treloar on the show. May the 30th, we're doing another Richmond night over in Bayswater. We've got the captain, Trent Cotchin and Sean Grigg on the show. On June the 6th, we're heading down to the Chelsea Heights Hotel in Chelsea Heights with Melbourne's Max Gawn and Jesse Hogan. And on June the 13th, we're doing a Geelong show with the Little Master, this man's favourite player, Gary Ablett Jr. and Cam Guthrie, live from the Village Green Hotel in Mulgrave. If you've enjoyed the show and you like this show, tell your friends because they can come along and experience it. Get onto the Facebook page, that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/events to purchase your tickets. Thanks to Sam for all your sound effects tonight, mate. That was really wonderful. Appreciate it. Thank you. Please put your hands together for the gorgeous Sandy. Sandy does a lot of work at the show. She does the doors, she does the framing, and she's a wonderful little hostess that runs around and makes it look busier than she really is. No, she's wonderful. Thank you, Sandy. It was absolutely wonderful. Can I now ask you to please put your hands together for Liam Shields and Tom Mitchell from the Hawthorn Football Club. Thank you very much for coming along and being part of the show. First one, mate. How do you feel?
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, good.
It was good
And
fun.
Tom, second time back, had a good time?
Second time up. Looking forward to time number 3 next time as well.
All right, we love that. Thanks very much, boys. It was really wonderful to have you here. Thanks for being so candid. Thanks for being honest. Thanks for just having a good time. I wish you all the best on the week against the Bombers. Go out there and give them a good hiding or just play well. Either way, good luck, Hawthorn fans, on the weekend. We hope it all goes well for you. My name's Damien. You've been watching the That's Good for Footy panel shows. Have a good night and see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for every night.